doing the story mode today. Haven't played it since they updated it. They updated it, so I haven't done what I wanted to do. That's not what I want to do. Alright. All I remember from last time, from like the very last mission, is we were just going around doing a bunch of errands for one of the new characters with another one of the new characters, or something like that.
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
Quite a while ago. There's so many things over here. Oh my gosh. I'll come back for this stuff. Anyway. Go speed run this. Ah. Apparently I've been in there before. Fuck. God. It's actually so annoying. Getting messages, help. I didn't want to kill these things, but now I have to.
I swear by my sword.
He's still alive. Alright. Or up. Do I have to? Before. There you go.
Look up there. That's the Jade Chamber.
That's fucking sick. Pretty high up. Gonna turn my game volume a little low. At 6, let's up a little.
This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the Jade Chamber is.
Well, just fly me up there.
Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do.
Just fast travel.
Let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby.
Maybe there's like a glass staircase, like in Kaiji. God, that fucking glass staircase. Did I say staircase? the hell is wrong with me? Oh, there's a thing here. Don't wake him. Oh, that. That's annoying. I'll do it. I know I shouldn't, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, it's that one? Fuck that one. I tried to do that one before. It did not go well. Oh, ow. Ow. Okay.
Hey, look! There's some sort of mechanism thingy.
Oh, there's actually a tutorial for this thing? Wow. That's surprising.
Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. No way! Just trust Paimon's instincts.
No. I refuse. It'd be really interesting if you didn't have a wind character and you switched your character to Earth, so when you tried to do that it just doesn't work, you know? But anyway. So when you're flying, I think you press A again to stop gliding, so that you can fall a bit and then glide more. But I did not press that. I pressed the attack button, so it's a good start. Well, the speed run I was planning to do didn't really work out. That guy's still there. Thanks. Oh, close.
Huh? It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go. Huh? Why? Or... Oh, Paimon gets it! If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves, right?
Who's Ganyu again?
Alright, let's follow your plan. Then we can...
That one,
Hang on a moment. Look
I don't
down
know.
there. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista.
Gonna shoot us? Oh, are we gonna ride the fucking bullet?
Idea? Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? No. Paimon may have just forgotten to think about the safety measures.
I'll wear a helmet.
Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista.
Okay. I'm interested. It might... Oh. Oh, just auto picked it up. That's another feature that I would like them to add in this game. Is auto pickup from chests. Like, if you could just turn that on, that'd be amazing. Oh, while we're here. Try this one more time. Oh my god.
Everyone has their limits.
How did I get so unlucky? This never happens to me when I'm not streaming. How the fuck? Why? Sad now. Oh, hello. Up in the morning.
Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you
We
think
fixed
you can
this for
treat us
list
like
of
this?
dummies.
No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to arrest us. Now Paimon's mad. You, over there. This is a trick, isn't it? How shameless.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Well,
Thanks,
here they
Paimon.
come.
Thanks,
Line up,
Paimon.
knock 'em down.
Oh my god. Dirk.
By royal decree.
Midnight Phantasmical. Who goes there? Take the target alive!
By royal decree.
Attack! As you wish, Fräulein. Take the target alive!
Yay, health.
To arms! Attack!
Shadow Raven.
Take the target alive!
Again.
Attack!
Alright, Paimon, no more talking for you.
Stop! What's all this about?
Is that Mona?
Lady Kuching,
Oh, it's
these two
oh,
strange people
oh,
suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Guizhong
this
ballista.
lady.
Who are you calling strange?
Hmm? You
Oh my
want to go to the
oh,
Jade
it just
Chamber?
is like not showing her.
Who are you?
We're invited guests here to look for the Liu Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
We found you.
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the
Ku-
Qixing.
Kuching? 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 I get
I
it.
know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair. And yet, it was fixed in a single night.
Yeah, we fixed it,
I
dummy.
came here to investigate that occurrence. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
I don't think it was very difficult.
That was... Huh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Kuching.
Ching.
I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
What?
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up. I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there.
Guess they never miss, huh?
Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing?
What? No gods, no kings, only the Mofu Mofu.
Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained.
It's hot. So, turn on the fan. It's gonna be bad. A little fan. A tiny fan. I better be picking up on the mic. Oh, perfect. Oh, it doesn't talk. Oh well.
Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly. How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could.
Oh, and
I
she
doubt
will.
we can do that here. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't
I
intended to
don't
say
really
so
talk
much.
very much.
But you're a good listener, Traveler. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the
Oh,
gills
look
all
at
the
her
way till
eyes.
next year.
The hell? They're like, I don't know. So
The
weird.
cream of Liyue's mercantile
The
crowd all
diamond.
see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit.
Favor? But... Wait, that's right! Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything, just to respect Liyue's culture.
She says it so natural.
All right. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at the Yuehai Pavilion, and, well then,
Oh,
may we meet again, Traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person. So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see her?
she's a cool, edgy atheist.
Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar frosted slime! Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang.
You think so?
Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But Paimon's sure that we just need to make it with some boom shakalaka. Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for...
Okay, fine. We're gonna make her some slop, basically. Got it. I'm getting there. Nice. Hey.
Ooh, look at that slime! It looks crazy
Tasty. Tasty slime.
Huh?
Human
Is
meat.
it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance in the air? Huh? Did you hear that? No! That was definitely someone in trouble.
Oh, okay.
It came from those ruins over there. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside.
But for why? For treasure, perhaps?
There's no end to this.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. You're open.
Top of the morning to you. Hello.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders, when their mood was good, they'd rearrange those pots of sweet flowers. When they were in a bad mood, they'd rearrange my face.
What? That doesn't translate very well.
It was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
I understand. Don't worry, I will compensate you both. Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament because of you.
Look, he has old man lines on his face.
I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I often walk around these mountains in search of antiques.
Isn't that, like, being the same as a treasure hoarder?
I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned me. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you want what I have to offer, of course.
Wait a moment. Actually, we are looking for something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
Pretty box.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrapping service in the 7 nations. Now just give me a moment and I'll let the boss know.
Great! Paimon's sugar frosted slime now comes in a beautiful package.
Okay. And Paimon is great. That's all. That is all. Nothing else to say, really. I mean, time. No. Anything but that. So bad. Stop. Stop climbing, please.
Hey there! A guy called Meng Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Why do they say Meng? It's like an E-N-G. Is that like a Chinese pronunciation?
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Meng. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history. It's already been cleaned. Will it do?
Yep. It's great!
That was cute. Yep, yep, yep.
Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Sure, please help yourselves. As long as it's on our shelves.
Got my eyes on something.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack.
Oh my god, that sounds so disgusting. Like you just take like a really dusty old bowl and you make jello in it.
It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Carefully now. Into the box it goes and dust it over with a bit more powdered sugar.
Oh, yes. You might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations, too.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful!
Does actually look really pretty though.
Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ningguang.
Oh, lighting just changed. Icing on the slime.
Thanks for saving. Well, now. Thanks for saving Uncle. Well.
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
Where has Master gone this time?
Oh. Oh, oh. I think we can't leave. So we actually.
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Yes.
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
I don't know what that means. Ooh, cutscene. Time to fight. Damn, look at those legs.
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
Pretty good voice.
It's Ningguang. Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift.
We're all wet.
I hope you like it.
I'm on his sparkboard.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Oh no, it's nothing.
Can we come inside? We're being rained on.
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it.
How do you make it float?
At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue.
Well, I guess you can see like little elemental things on the side of it.
One day,
So that's
I
it,
believe
magic.
it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not
Okay.
many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
Oh my god.
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait, was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No. Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that angle. Well, her eyes are cool too. They're like a Pokeball. Okay.
At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude.
Her little claw fingers.
Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings.
I don't know, the Adepti seem cool. Wet.
I need a more physically demanding job.
Who says that? What? Who in their right mind thinks that?
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Tevat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7.
Wow. So, like, the 7 nations have only been around for 2,000 years.
You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust.
Jesus.
It is no natural rock formation.
How do they move like
Those
that?
are giant spears of rock hurled by
Is
Rex
it the
Lapis
wind?
during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days.
That's
gods
pretty cool,
that
honestly.
failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia.
Really?
Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue. But the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? Of lacking the foresight to see the certain repercussions? That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there, you no doubt saw. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor.
The child?
If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, Traveler?
It's him, isn't it?
What are you two talking about?
Well answered.
Okay.
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete, so please, this way.
It would have been funnier if that happened while it was raining. But that's okay. Oh. Wow. Hello. Alright, I'm bored. Time to climb. This place is huge and empty. There's probably something up there. Bet. But how would I get up there? I don't think I can get up there. Yeah, that seems impassable. Less. I just keep. Oh, scared me. Can't stack rocks, it seems. I don't think I can get up here. Oh, that might be good. Alright, well, I give up. It's a good attempt. It was an alright attempt. Fortunately, it did not work out.
What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
It's cool again. How strange.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally. Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
Design is so good.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that. If possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching... You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling.
No, I wouldn't. Well, she does have the ear. I don't know.
I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power.
Okay.
Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when opposing them. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for their rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
No, Paimon.
Of course.
Stop talking.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
Well, something.
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you please.
Grab head.
Take it with you.
Pick up.
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that. Let's see, what should we get? One of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail. Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for. Let's grab one, the biggest one.
So, have you made your choice? You don't have to confirm it with me. Afterwards, why not sit down for a while in the Jade Chamber? Or have a short stroll? Rest is also an integral part of any journey. Come now. There's no need to stand on ceremony. Loosen up a little. So, you don't have... Afterwards, why not sit... All right then. I hope the next time we...
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. La 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 la. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Huh? Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of Permission.
What?
Oh, Ningguang did say
What does
the
that
Fatui
mean?
have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. Spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's body and whatnot. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves. That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and...
Okay. Level up.
So, you don't have afterwards. Why not sit down? All right.
Yes. My chair. My new office. Fiscal. I'll sit.
Sorry. Anything business related is
Wait.
confidential.
Must. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Hello. She's very smart. Aha. Why, thank you. It was worth talking to you. There are NPCs I can talk to. Figure hugging silk dress. She's into her, clearly. The lace lingerie. Carry on as you were. Does it smell good? Should I smell her? I think to get really in tune with Geo, she just rubbed dirt all over herself. That's strange. Why would she do that?
Lady Ningguang looks stunning today. This gives good market insight.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
This gives good market insight.
It's funny. Yeah. Easy guides. There's only these 3 people here. That's funny. There's so much like weird sexual stuff in this game. Anyway, is there anyone else I can talk to? Probably not. What if I were to do a plunging attack? You know? What if? Mayhaps. Shoo, woo. Didn't hit anyone. Disappointed. It's probably gonna be a little Fatui dungeon here. Go in.
There really are Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us too.
No, don't get frozen. Good. Good.
Hear me.
These are really strong.
La la la. Yay, I did it. Oh wait, no I didn't.
I've never heard that before. That's really funny. Oh yeah, I did it. No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, they're too strong, so. Oh.
Barely a scratch.
They're like extremely strong.
It was an accident.
Barbados!
Oh, funny spot. You guys are beefy though.
Oz, reveal thyself. Wings of darkness. Come, Summer Night. By royal decree. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Wait, hear me.
Was that Yuri Lowenthal's voice coming out of this guy?
Oz, reveal
Kinda sounds
thyself.
like it. Rough. Ahem.
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper, too. What are they for? Paimon's seen this pattern before. But where? Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of your death die end up in the hands of someone like Child? Suspicious.
Suspicious.
Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the sigil Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous. And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure.
It doesn't seem very nice.
That's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
God, I completely forgot we hadn't even finished the rite of parting. It's actually insane. Here we go. Oh yeah.
I created.
Oh wait, it just refunds you. Yeah. Oh, it didn't refund me, did it? Oh. Well. So.
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
This life-defining experience.
It was so big and pretty and expensive.
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Oh, and the palace was nice too.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly.
I think Paimon is stupid.
Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh, so you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said, no gods, no kings, just the mofu mofu.
She said, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine.
Me, Zhongli, I'm a god-fearing man.
Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Though they are both members of the Qixing, although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that.
It's pretty nuts.
It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
Well, they've been literally horrible all the time.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least.
I wonder if he's actually gonna be surprised.
no matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Diwa Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? Well, why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Eugene Terrace have some? Even Chingsa Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. That's correct. Your singing will surely bring out the strongest fragrance from the flowers.
So how good is your singing? Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
It's time to sing, whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
This is pretty good.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you're singing a song from Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue? Gloria! La la la! Jumpy, jumpy, go! Midnight, fantastic!
Barbados, guide us.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all.
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me.
Oh. Dude, look at her horns. Look at her hair.
Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey, it's... What's-her-face? Paimon can't remember.
Like, I have a lily that you can glaze.
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name.
Did we... you seem really familiar. But... Oh yeah, the cow.
Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, that's cool, like the way her
Well, it
sleeves...
sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Oh, she did see.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Oh,
Oh, I
I
didn't...
see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Oh. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu.
She looks a lot like that Grand Blue character, the summoner one.
She's acting different. different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Oh, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
What? Draw your window.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite alright. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard. Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7.
Really?
The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. He is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
I thought they said that deities fought 2,000 years ago, and that's when they made the cities.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a
Her
little
hair,
sudden.
her hair is so cute. It's like everywhere.
As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis.
Do you think she gets mad if you like ring her bell?
But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin.
Is that why you have the cool
Adeptus
horns?
blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War.
God, she's a 5,000-year-old Ollie.
After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day.
Okay, the first option, pretty good. The second option's really funny.
Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Gunyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking.
Huh?
If not for this chance meeting,
Oh.
I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already.
I'll give that 1,000 yards there.
Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Words of wisdom.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
The fact that the quest point is at the gate is worrying. That's not what you want to see, you know? It's a bad sign. Oh, it's a child. Let's see if we can get him. Yeah!
What happened? The city gate is
Oh, that's
swarming
not
with
child.
Lilith and the Fatui?
What the heck?
This atmosphere is highly abnormal.
What
It seems as though something big has happened.
the hell is happening?
We should ask around a little, just to be safe.
I'm not a fan of this.
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
What do you mean by that?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Oh.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
We gotta play the diplomat.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui.
That's funny.
Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
What?
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
What? What for?
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Come back.
I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse?
You know, Mr. More Money, good
Oh,
sense.
Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
The Liyue Qixing. To think that they'd go for us Fatui the first chance they got. Once the Adepti send the Qixing packing, we'll just set up foreign relations with them instead.
What the fuck? You guys are assholes. The hell was that? Alright. That's not the mine, is it? What is that? I don't think that area was unlocked before. You couldn't go there. Guess that's probably why you couldn't go there, though. Dogs. God, they're beautiful. Look at them. Hello, doggy. Okay. Oh my god, they follow you. Hmm. This is pretty snazzy. Oh. Well. Let's do this. Sure, just
Wow! This is the Golden House?
well, that is pretty crazy.
It looked impressive enough from the outside.
Oh my god.
But who would have guessed that it
What
was
the
even
fuck?
fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora. This is where all of Tibet's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing. Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true. Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here?
Oh no.
Quick!
That's bad.
We have to go make...
That's bad. Sorry, I just. Oh my god, that's. Oh. Oh. Oh no, I can't get out. Help. Help, I'm trapped. That seems bad. One guard, by the way. That the Exuvia?
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort?
No.
Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
What?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing.
Oh shit.
And there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway.
About to square up.
The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions.
Me, I like to hit things.
But as for me, the greatest pleasure
yeah.
of being a Harbinger
He's a
lies in
Goku.
crossing blades with strong
It's got
opponents.
the orange hair and everything. I mean, Goku doesn't have orange hair, but
We won't let what
you know
happened in
what I
Mondstadt
mean.
ever happen again.
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there?
Nuts, dude.
Fighting talk, I love it. Now let's see you live up to it.
Right. See how this goes.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Got more.
I summon thee.
Try this.
La la la.
So quick to flee.
That's so insane. It's not like
Cowering already.
that broken or anything, but I love it. Kinda, oh my god. They teleporting and shit.
Poor timing. Poor. You've made some progress.
On. Boing, boing, boing.
Did you just shoot my bird away?
Clear shot.
Oh! Oh! That was pretty sick.
Passable effort. A fine opportunity. Not bad. You've got a trick or two.
It's like I've won.
Good.
Oh,
no wonder
no.
Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself.
Oh, he's not
It's about
done.
to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Alright.
That really hurt.
No use hiding back there.
As you wish, me.
Barbados.
You've got some skills.
Well, this fight's pretty cool. This fight's
All
pretty
you do
cool.
is run. No use hiding back there.
Oh, don't do that. Oh. Alright. Oh, I win. That was cool though. I like that. Oh. Thought my game crashed. Oh, I lost. Oh.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get.
Oh. Oh. Oh, we can do both. That's insane. Og.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now. Huh?
It's gone.
I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Sure. Why not? Oh! Okay. What the fuck? It's actually insane. What? Look at him! Tarjalia! Oh, his voice changed. That's kind of cringe. I didn't think he'd have a third form. What the fuck? Oh, maybe we don't actually fight him? Okay. It's so weird that he's like a character that you can get, you know? I guess. I don't know. Oh, okay.
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. And the Gnosis over. Now, don't make me take it from you.
It's nuts, dude.
Take it?
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
They said it would be an easy job, but it ain't no easy job.
Yay, I did it! Oh wait, no I didn't. By royal decree. By royal decree. Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Had to tank that. No! What am I supposed to do about that? Just die, I guess?
Die.
By royal decree.
Oh, that's not good.
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day.
Dull.
This realm is no home for a princess. Yay, I did it!
I think I killed myself.
Wait, no, I didn't.
Bruh. I have to win? Oh. I mean, it's not that hard. Just I gotta be less bad, basically. That's the. Alright. Let's try this. Okay. Yeah. Good. We're good this time. I think we got it. Do we have to do all 3 fights again? Probably.
Wow! It looked impressive enough. This is where all of Teyvat's mark. Oh, so it's a trap. But even if we can't, or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of. Oh, right. It's quiet. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Quick! We have to go make.
So we gotta finish these fights fast so our buff doesn't run out.
You've already fulfilled your task.
Huh? Who's
So what? Can I not skip?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but Although, don't you think that trying to stop...
So you've been planning to...
As one of the... She will get that which she does... I'm not at the time for discussion either way. The battle.
Battle?
You... Instead of confronting you direct when she faces a... But as for me...
We won't let what happened...
Oh! Besides, you could never... Fighting talk, I love...
I guess I should get my ult.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Oz, reveal thyself!
You've made some progress. Celestial Voyager! Not bad, not bad, not bad. You've got a trick or two. Good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger. You've got some skills. Crush you.
Alright. Not too bad.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing it to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now. Huh? I see.
Just laugh.
Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
to cost you!
So how is it that like all the gold doesn't fall down on top of them? I guess he just destroys the middle? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway. Oh, maybe I should have brought Barbara to heal at range. Even though it's like, it's a small amount.
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over now. Don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take it!
I wasn't playing along, I wasn't playing around that time. Still close though, he's strong.
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend.
What?
Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
God, he's such a fucking Goku.
Pretty sure that's
Jesus.
not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so.
What?
Interesting to say the least.
I mean, they could have just removed it from the body, right? That doesn't...
It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts.
He faked his own death for a sick prey.
As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this. I absolutely detest working with those who are weaker than I.
What?
The truth is, the world belongs to those of us who desire to become strong. I seldom willingly mingle with any dull and boring weaklings who think otherwise. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since.
Why are you telling us this?
If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Oh, the symbols.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
Damn, dude, this guy's nuts. I like it. But you can just do it from here. He's just like, damn, awaken.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Damn, dude, he's horrible. What the fuck?
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
Is it falling? Oh, it's just moving to intercept. The stupid fucking house. Whoa. Looks like raid boss to me.
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Oh, it's the twink boy.
Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Qixing. Is the fighting over?
Even Grandma is here. And Chicken.
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex
It's pretty sick.
puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle.
Really?
Which is why
That's
we
really
must
not
stop
that
that monster
surprising.
before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Qixing, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? Wait, all of you were supposed to be the guardians of
I
Liyue.
don't know.
Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Qixing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an
Is this a
engine of
turret
war
battle?
beyond your wildest thoughts.
That'd be neat.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Her little claw fingers, that's so weird. Does she have actual claws? Okay. That's some anime shit. episode Battlefield. Yep. Oh shit, we got guns. Let's go. That's so stupid. What the fuck? Oh, oh.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Genshin ballista!
Tower defense. Man, this is sick. What the fuck? This is so much better than Storm Terror already. Even just that small scene was like, wow, chef's kiss.
Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
Alright.
All able Millilith, with me! Let's go up too!
There's no one here.
I have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you are made of then. What strength remains within you? What wishes to witness?
Looks like I went too far. Let's move.
I just knock them off. Nope.
Wait, hear me.
Can't.
By royal decree.
An unfortunate fault.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
You guys are weak as balls.
I miscalculated.
Dumpy dumpy go!
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Huh? Huh? Oh. Oh my god, there's so many
Their
enemies.
attacks are unrelenting.
How dare they? Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
They better. They seem to literally get like away with everything, at least so far.
Phantasmagoria.
You know? It's like, guys, they're doing bad things.
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Uh-huh. What are you gonna do, Madam Payne?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy.
Uh-huh.
That light
Oh,
from
wow.
the It's like this tiny
Fucking broken now. Oh my god.
pink shockwave. This
That's
blade is
insane.
really strong.
Sick buffs.
By royal decree.
Oh my god.
Went too far.
Getting owned.
Shadow Raven. With the
Alright.
blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil.
Okay.
Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War. So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight.
She healing us?
My
Oh
name
my god.
means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
Oh, I'm fast.
Going too fast.
Oh my god. Wow, we're actually so fast. What the fuck? This is so cool.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
Sure.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Oh.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
I mean, pretty good.
This isn't good.
Okay.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
I guess. I don't know. Oh my god. They're just getting absolutely fucking destroyed. Bye bye. So fast, I have infinite stamina. It's just the best. Broken.
Over here.
Whee.
I swear by my sword. Just midnight didn't have the horse. The Patui's numbers are thinning.
Fight on, comrade. Once we finish this hunt off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
More? More? No? Good? Good. Take that, birds. That was cool.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Big laser beam.
It's working. We just need to keep this up.
Oh, well that's bad. Well that's not good. Hey, you guys weren't there before. Those other guys died. Oh no, they're one of them lived.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong ballista is destroyed.
Are you
Without
touching
its
my
covering
butt?
fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
Can you just teleport?
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What?
What is the meaning of this?
You can't do that.
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
This is some anime stuff. Oh, they're just gonna crash it down onto them? That's pretty fucked. I can't believe Ningguang's homeless now. All this island's got fucked up. Man, that was actually great.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance.
Ah.
If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer.
Oh yeah, she's the mean one.
I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now.
They're talking about her breasts?
It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing.
Did you just stand still?
Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
Such succor.
All right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty.
The dear one is like, she is annoying. I will eat her as a tribute.
Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
She looks at the deer. She's just like, yeah, you're normal.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Damn, that ass, though.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too?
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty true.
But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Young Lee's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshem Funeral Parlor.
Oh shit, I got a cool achievement. I assume this is hard to do. I don't even know what I did, really. There's no way I have enough. I'm actually close. What the hell? Is that I got a new fast travel? Is this a new? What are these? What? This was here before. I don't know. I assume you can go fight him again. Or not. It's not. What's in here? Oh my god. Oh, it's probably a once weekly thing, huh? Alright, well, I have to use the bathroom. But, Fortunately, that took a little bit longer than I expected. I was absolutely captivated by a story on Twitter about some guy who was doing a stream, and he made a smoothie on it, and apparently the I don't know what to call it, like the DMCA auto detected it as a Skrillex song, which is pretty much the funniest thing ever, but unfortunate, I suppose. Ahoy hoy. This harbor new? It's kind of weird. Do not remember this place. Make one. Actually, like so much.
Add app.
Oh baby. Hubba hubba. God. Yeah. I also unfortunately saw posts about something about saying poggers is racist, which I
It's time to move on.
don't know
We shouldn't stay
what
here.
that's about, but whatever. Hello? Oh yeah, this is the
What are
route.
you staring at?
You mind if I just... Okay. Just making sure. Cat. Hello. Got you now, cat. Got him. How come I can walk through this cat? It's a perfect screenshot. Wonderful. Alright. Wait, there was a chest there. No!
Is there nothing I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangshan Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
Yeah, what happened exactly? Did it get attacked or something? I don't know what happened.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House.
He decided to go sort them out himself.
He doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble.
Wait, are they just at their bank
Better
still?
go and make sure that everything is okay.
What? What? Can I exchange my money? What?
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items.
What? Right here? That down? Huh? Found a chest. I don't understand. This is lying to me. It's up here farther. Yep. Sure was. I've been tricked.
You call this cooperation between arbiters? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that.
Oh, so Zhongli's one of them, huh? And Scoris really got that aura energy going on. I can't believe I just said that.
Oh, it
Anyway.
seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you're also one of the Harbingers?
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
It's kind of rude, yeah.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child.
Oh my
There'll be
God.
plenty
Free
of time
time.
to chat once I'm through here.
They just blasted into the scene, you know?
You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
Oh wow, Shazongli is Morax, the first god or whatever?
What in the world are you talking about?
That makes sense, honestly.
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
Did he kill? Yeah.
How sanctimonious.
Damn, dude, they just... Oh. Oh, he was called... Oh, it's his different name. I forgot he had two names, yeah. Jesus Christ, they just find all the good angles to show off all the... this rigorous character design.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio?
Does that make sense?
No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and
What a
all of
twist.
Liyue goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. I witnessed the founding of Liyue, together with the Adepti 3,700 years ago. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come, until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties.
Okay.
Go ahead and call it a day."
And you took this to heart?
I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself,
okay,
have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue.
It's crazy.
Indeed I was. The Gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly seemed to have lost its meaning. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him, too.
God, the fucking, like, diamonds. It's just like the little, like, navel hole, you know, right there. That's crazy.
Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents,
Wow, she has side
Liyue
slits
matured
too?
when faced
Like,
with the death of its deity.
what a crazy design.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. Why, you even deserved an encore. The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis, they exerted the greatest amount of restraint. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even tried to understand the heart of the people. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence, far from the eavesdropping ears of her colleague Child, just as I had requested.
That's crazy, Child didn't even know.
All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for walking that path with me, Traveler. These things were all a part of my script. The only unforeseen plot twist was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh?
Just did it bad.
That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me?
No,
You
not at
practically
all.
kept me in the dark.
You're dumb.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this. wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Oh.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Jesus Christ.
Now then.
Man, hate to see her, but love to watch her go.
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade.
I still don't know what
Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My contract to end all contracts.
Damn, dude. Fucking whatever her name is, the Cryo-Archon's gonna be so hot.
As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Paimon can't absorb so much information at once.
Paimon can't absorb any information.
So, Zhongli, what sort of contract did you sign with the Cryo-Archon? Paimon's so curious.
One of the clauses of our contract was not to divulge any of its contents.
Ugh, you're so petty. Paimon, so
One of the...
Can I exchange my money?
What?
No. Alright then. Certainly was an adventure.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we've spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
You gonna bust in at the final hour to prank us during his funeral? I hope so. That'd be pretty good.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really...
wrench.
They didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty...
Fatui?
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Suspicious.
Do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked blood. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must...
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look.
What's this guy? Remember this guy?
Hear ye all! The Qixing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue, nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the... Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right?
To watch. Ooh. Ningguang's gonna be there, dude. She's hot. Let's go.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
Why is there a godless cat girl here?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
I think he's missing his right hand.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous.
Oh my god.
But blinded by our prosperity,
Smell lady.
we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Oh no.
Traveler.
Don't make a scene. Oh god.
Yikes! She really is looking our way.
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young.
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long.
She's like, you may touch my ears, but only once.
Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa.
What? Why are you looking at me? Can I do like a Mora slider? You know, slide all the way up.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
God, it's so fucking weird when he talks.
The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite? There's much that remains to be done. I didn't miss anything, did I?
Why, you... Were you just trying to look cool earlier, or are you really that selfless? If you were looking for someone, you could have just told me that in private.
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made. I believe that future generations will say so too when our deeds come up for their review.
He's just he's just right over there. He's like, man, a funeral really bumming me out.
And to think I'd put my best perfume on before coming here, thinking you'd like it.
Oh my
But
god.
it seems as if those perfumes really were meant to be offered to Rex Lapis. Well, that's fine. Suffer no rivals in love, they say.
Oh, so thirsty. How does she do it?
Rex Lapis. Oh, Rex Lapis. Now that I think about it, perhaps mementos for Rex Lapis might be the best short-term business opportunity.
Jesus Christ. Fucking no time spent. Just profit.
As for the mortals and adepti of Liyue,
I don't know. Oh. Ace. Oz. What's up? Happy birthday.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Shinya kiosk.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Shinya kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right. I do like the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon, so I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult.
Of course.
The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. The Electro-Archon Ball.
Oh, it's cute.
And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Is she gonna be a cute, lolly goddess? Oba song?
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
Whatever it is.
Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the shogun of the Inazuma Bakufu, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power.
Yeah.
But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor.
Oh my god, they're finally explaining what visions are.
This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Okay.
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of a statue of the thousand-armed, hundred-eyed god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings
that
they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Anemo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto heaven. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? That was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead. I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking on the way. Most of them put the blame for everything on Child.
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating the ancient god. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui. Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Keqing is absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must have been behind the Qixing's plan to take governing power over Liyue from the hands of the gods and Adepti, could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have been...
Oh, that would make sense, huh, if it was her.
All right then. Was there anything else?
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, what's going to happen to all the Mora in Teyvat? Since Morax is dead, are they all just gonna disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even continue to work?
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time, since creating Mora requires the use of the Geo Archon's power.
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of Mora! The world is coming to an end!
Yes, This is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint. Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome...
Then, did you at least set some private funds aside for yourself?
Oh, a private fund.
No, I
This
didn't
does
do
seem
that.
like a good, logical, common sense idea. It's a shame.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know then? I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Pretty good. Whew. What I can do. That's actually terrible. Alright. Cool. Cool. Let's roll. Thing good. Not gonna look. I gotta hide my eyes. Nice. Now we can do this too. Probably have to do that at a separate time, since yeah, we did that took like 3 hours. So yeah, that's pretty good though. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna end the stream here. Yep, see you.